Nigel Farage, a man who has navigated the intricate maze of British politics, now finds himself utterly shocked, and for good reason. Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, once portrayed as the virtuous reformer of UK politics, is now mired in a series of scandals that threaten his reputation and leadership. If you thought British politics couldn't get any messier, think again. What's unfolding is nothing short of a political storm. Forget polished speeches and carefully crafted media spins. This is raw, unfiltered drama, exposing truths too glaring to ignore. Let's begin with money, an issue that cuts to the heart of Starmer's meticulously cultivated image as a clean and transparent leader. Recent revelations about his financial dealings have dealt a severe blow to this persona. Since becoming Labour leader, Starmer has reportedly accepted over £200,000 worth of perks, including VIP tickets to Premier League games, concert passes, and a staggering £118,450 book advance, which he failed to declare on time. For someone who claims to champion transparency, this reeks of hypocrisy. Farage, never one to mince words, has called Starmer out directly. If this were anyone else, there'd be public outrage, he declared. And it's a sentiment resonating across the political spectrum. How can Starmer preach integrity while enjoying perks that rival those of a rock star? The public is beginning to ask, is this the man we trust to lead the country? The financial scandals are only the tip of the iceberg. Starmer's close ties to figures within his own party are raising even more eyebrows. His association with Tulip Siddiq, Labour's so-called anti-corruption minister, has come under scrutiny. Siddiq's family has long-standing ties to the Awami League, a Bangladeshi political party riddled with corruption allegations. Worse still, Siddiq herself has faced backlash for accepting a £700,000 flat from a party donor, a move that screams conflict of interest. Farage didn't hold back on this issue either. "This stinks to high heaven," he exclaimed, demanding that Starmer come clean immediately. These questionable connections paint a troubling picture of a party leadership seemingly out of touch with its own principles. Starmer's woes don't end with scandals. His domestic policies are also under fire, particularly in education. His education secretary, Bridget Phillipson, is pushing reforms that could dismantle the academy school system, advocating for more council control over schools. This move has sparked outrage, not only among voters, but also within Labour's own ranks. Even some insiders have labelled it a union-pleasing disaster that risks undoing years of progress in British education. Farage was scathing in his critique. "This is a giant step backward for our schools and our children," he said. The backlash is intensifying, with parents, educators, and even Labour supporters questioning the wisdom of these reforms. To make matters worse, internal leaks are revealing a Labour Party fracturing under Starmer's leadership. Already battered by years of infighting, the party is now grappling with growing dissent from within. The scandals, policy missteps, and mounting criticism are painting a picture of chaos and uncertainty. Farage's verdict was brutal. "How can anyone trust this man to run the country if he can't even manage his own party?" he asked. It's a question that strikes at the core of Starmer's credibility as a leader. So, where does this leave Keir Starmer? Is this the beginning of the end for his leadership of the Labour Party? Has he crossed a line that even his most loyal supporters can no longer ignore? Farage certainly thinks so, and he's not alone. The scandals are piling up, the questions are multiplying, and the answers, if they exist, are nowhere to be found. This isn't just a bad week for Starmer. It could be the defining moment of his political career. Whether he survives it or not remains the million-pound question. One thing is certain, British politics has just become a lot more explosive, and the fallout is only beginning to unfold. As the nation watches, the next chapter in this unfolding drama will determine the future not only of Starmer, but of the Labour Party itself.